Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, we hope everything with you is copacetic. We hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful month. Also, we'd like for you to continue to support us. You know, we're trying to reach that 2,000. Please help us. We're almost there. And with your help, we can get there like we would like to have it by the first of the year. Yes. That's what we would like to have, right? Yes. Baby Crone, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I would just love to say that as this end of the year is wrapping up, we would just like to wish you guys a happy winter solstice.
Do you want to do it?
Yes,
Let's do it. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice and a whole brand new year. We wish you that. Thank you for supporting us. Mwah. Peace and season's greetings.
Yes.
Sunflowers. Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? I hope everything with you is copacetic. I hope your day is good. Most of all, I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I really do. I hope you ate well, slept well, had fun, whatever. But nevertheless, Denzel Washington has been on my mind. Now, I have tried to ignore him because, you know, he an old head. He ain't that old. He, 69?
Yep.
So he ain't 70. So, and 70 ain't old in today in time. They just getting a start of life at 70. So what I'm seeing him is, he's been in the news, been talking a lot. I don't know if you get old, he becoming a chatty catty, I would have ignored him, but he just got baptized and got minister license and what else? He said he kissed a man. He said he was a gangster at one point, sold drugs, and they said that on the show that he didn't kiss any, and then he was at Diddy's party. What the hell, Denzel? You was undercover. Nobody was looking at you for nothing. But my card, tell me about Denzel Washington. He making too much noise. He just, I knew that, I don't know. Word on the curve is he always was a little philanderer. He always was a tail chaser. He was cute. I could see that. But the man that went and now said that he done sold drugs and all of that. And I'm starting to believe him. He's a Capricorn.
That's
the
true.
Ideal businessman. He have a birthday coming up, don't you know?
Yes, he does.
He making me feel like a hustler because all his movies, like, and I'm feeling like it. So I'm picking up some Denzel energy. What's going on with you, Denzel? The Crone is here because we want to know. And I'm looking right at you. I feel you. And also, I feel a sense of holiness or spiritual or like a surge of God. I keep feeling that. When I feel it again, I'll let you know. Like I feel it again, like I got chills. Like it's like a rebirth. Or like something spiritual, he's going through something spiritual. And I definitely see a purging of maybe he's been in, I haven't even opened up the cards. I'm getting a sense that he has been in some things and that he's willing to come true. Like if his name come out, he's willing to come true about it. It's like, but I don't know how deep he's been into things that I don't know. Because the first thing I got when I had the PP word, it was like a shriek back of it. Not that. Like anybody would say. Mm-hmm. Not that. But we know back in the day, these things were acceptable. We winked at them. Come on, let's be honest. Mm-hmm. We winked at them. It was right before our faces, and yet we still knew them as Uncle Boo and Uncle Who and Sister Sue, and we winked at these things. So he's coming from that generation where they went. So is JDG. They in their 50s, so they old. They've been around in a different generation and time. Your generation is saying, we're not going to take it. No. And also, from what I understand, when New York is always in trouble, she goes after whatever she has to go through to get money to take care of her city. Well, just for me, on the tip, what New York should do is maybe thinking about how you're going to place your homeless.
Yes.
Maybe that'll help. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to make it political. So anyway, do you know where he lived?
Let's see.
Do he live in a place of warm 4 seasons? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. I just get him like he a old school. Like and I just get him like he a old school. Like I'm feeling old school energy. Talk to me, Denzel. Yep, very much of a king and a player. Fire, very much fire, a lot of energy, charismatic. When he speak, people listen. And maybe what you may not know about him, I get in him that he's funny, that he can be very serious and very playful and very funny, but very spiritual, which would be true to who he is as a sage. What you getting?
It says Denzel Washington and his wife primarily live in a neighborhood in Los Angeles, but they did just purchase a luxury condo in Central City in 2022.
What is Central City?
Let me see. That is located in another neighborhood in California.
Okay. So, okay, so they California people. Okay. So think about that. They California, they got a house, they just bought another place in California. So let's now that we're reading, now we understand their mindset. California is more open. It's more money, fast, who you are, who you know. We're talking about the inner cities of those that surrounding Los Angeles, Hollywood, and places like that. It's who you know, what you know, brand names, Hollywood, money. It's all that. So we see he's hooked up in that era and that way of life because that's where he's from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we definitely see a lot of fire. So he's in the know. He's in the know. Also, again, I see money. I see trouble. I see judgment. And I see, no matter what you say, I see a burden. And before I ask the question, let me tell you what I see. First of all, I see a king that's on fire but antsy. Just trying to clean up things. Trying to clean up an image. This is what I see. He's trying to clean up his image. That's what I see. I see this is a clean. He's clean. He look clean. He appears to be clean. He appears. When you look at him, he looked like he'd allow himself. To me, he's not as attractive. You know, he looked old and worn out for his age. It's like his life is showing up on his face, that Dorian Gray look, if you ask me. He was very handsome at one time. But as he getting older, some people, they age and they look fabulous. They look just absolutely gorgeous. And some people, when they age, they're aging and the life they live begin to show on them. And this is how I see Denzel Washington. But nevertheless, he still had that quick, sharp, funny way about him. Also, I also see him as a businessman. He knows how to maneuver his money, and he also knows how to be very, very careful and preserving or saving his money. I don't like the word selfish. I think that he just knows how to maneuver money. However, on the other side, I see that he could be facing some trouble, or maybe there is some kind of financial something's coming up whereby I see trouble. This is a 5, and I see a burden, and I don't know if it's his marriage or what I'm going to find out about it. And I definitely see a burden. You know how sometimes you've been carrying something so long, it's just become a burden, and there it is. It has affected your household, and so judgment. God calls, and God saying, get your house and set your life in order. Denzel Washington, set your life in order, because that's what judgment is. Judgment is when you come to the end of yourself, when you come to the end of the road, when you introspective, when things start falling apart, your name is out there. You seeing people around you get caught up in a lot of things, and you've been squeaky clean, but your name has been caught up with the diddler. Yes. Your name was caught up. You was up on the stage talking to Will Smith when the slap. You seems to be in everything and everywhere with the godliness that's in you. There is a godliness about you, a God-fearing, but it's just kind of odd that at 69 years old, you're starting to displace it and show it to the world, that you now want to get baptized. That's the purging of the old. Just something about this don't make sense to me. So I'm going to ask a question. Is Denzel running from something? Whatever the cards say, I believe there's a judgment taking place. He's been baptized, repented, done got his preaching license. What's going on at 69 years old, Denzel? What you running from something? Because usually when people go to God, they usually go, if you ain't go when you a kid and ain't got mom and papa, a lot of people go to God when they in trouble. A lot of people go to God when they said they learned a lesson, or they done got some bad news, or their health, or something that made people run back to God after they done lived their lives the way that they wanted to. Let's see what's going on. Why are you running back to God? I'm not saying he never left God. I'm just saying it's kind of weird that now all we hear about this. That should be private. What you do, that's your closet. The world shouldn't know about that, but you want us to know. Just like you wanted us to know that you kissed the man on the film. You know, when you really hardly ever kissed anybody. I think I seen you kiss one person, and that is in Mississippi Musala. If you ever get a chance to see it, see it. I really love it. It's one of my favorite movies by him. So I don't really even see that in his movies, you know? And besides, he's an actor. He was famous in America, but he wasn't one of those box draws around the world. No, not like a Will Smith. But he is good in his own way. I don't know how he is now. Let's see. What you hide? Is he hiding? I see he's working on his marriage. It's his marriage. He had to do some things. Ooh, because he know here. Look at that. He working, either his marriage is a forest and it's about to fall to the ground, or he's trying to build it up and fix it so it don't fall to the ground. Do his wife want to be with him? The high priestess, meaning in deep thought. Meaning there's a lot going on with her. There's a lot of things, history, feelings, emotions that's going on. Let's find out. Oh, it's like this is somebody who has been working at it and toiling at it and trying to make it work. But financially, it's been beneficial. What you saying? Temperance. It seems to me that she's tired. And like after all these years, like Judge Mathis' wife, like after all these years, either he's going to pull it together and get it together, or it's just going to be another sad shock to the world that Denzel and his wife are breaking up.
After 41 years of marriage. Yes, they've been married since 1983.
Well, Well, see, I'm a modern day thinker. To me, you've been married long like that. I can see why you may tiptoe to the tulips on both ends.
Yeah, on both ends.
But I definitely see here financially. I don't know. He could be even a little miser with his money. I don't know. I don't know. He could be, but whatever's going on, she's sick of it. Whether he overly spend, whether he's a miser, whether he's selfish, whatever, she is demanding a balance when it come down to her. Balance. Blend. Fix it. Make it right. Make it right with me. Make it right or else. The facade is over. But make it right. And I'm thinking, let's see, let's pull some cards. Yeah, I'm thinking that there may be met a time when he was really spiritual, really religious. I don't know. I'm just getting this reminiscent. Like there, when they were younger, there was a time, but then I think the career and acting and all that just got in the way of everything. And then he got all vain and cheated and lied, and she stuck it out because of the family, the finances, and he could have been a little cheap with his money. I don't want to say cheap, but thrifty maybe, or a little uh you just can't spend my money like a fool. Like that. I don't know. You know. But whatever's going on, she's sick of it. Again, with him, I see the hyphen. Now it's like at his age. I don't know if Denzel is sick. I don't know if he got some bad news. I don't know if it's his health, but he's at this place like, wife, I love you. I love you, wife. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. New beginnings for me. I'm willing to conform. I remember yesterday, I'm getting right with God. Everything is okay. I just see it. It's like you are the lifter of my soul. You are where I go when I'm heavy burdened. It comes in with him on fire, and it just burden, and it just yes, it's like you revitalize me. I'm lost without you. This is what I'm getting, and I'm pulling cards here. Baby Crone, what you gotta ask? You gotta have one question, one at least.
Yes, my question.
Not a bad card in sight, but it's like he's got notice served, and judgment, and the tower, and the fire, and the high priestess, and temperance. Fix it. Fix it. Make what's wrong right. Fix it. That's what I get. Fix it, or else the tower will fall. You won't be able to put it back up this time. And he's fixing it. Because even if it's for show, it's like we can't end. All these other marriages are falling. We can't fall. Whatever it takes, we got to be a beacon. We can't allow whatever is coming out about him or whatever. They're like, we are the oldest. We got to show that it is, and that no matter what, that you can make it through. This is what I'm getting the sentiment. What was your question?
Yes, my question is: will there is Denzel trying to balance his wife and work?
Are you trying to balance your life, your wife, and work, or your life and work? Let's see. I see setting time aside, making priorities for her. Yes, I think so. As the emperor, very, very busy, very much in demand. And yes, I do. I think he is trying to prioritize his marriage. Now, after she done put the foot down, after she done made some demands, after she said enough is enough, the kids are grown, after she done seen other people, I don't know, but something done changed. You have another question?
Yes, my other question is, does his wife love him?
Do your wife love you? That's a good one. Do she love you? I know what I think, but what I think, tell me, do she love you? I see the moon, I see hurt, and I see darkness. I don't think that it's not that I don't think because this here is Pisces. And I don't see it as hurt. I don't see it as I don't love you as much as you have hurt me over the years. That I have cried many, oh, I feel sad. Like I have cried many of tears. How many times you made me feel that I wasn't good enough or I wasn't attractive enough. I just feel sad, and how many times you flaunted your young girls. This is what I'm picking up. I almost feel like it's personal. But then you ask me, do I love him? He's family. It's like that Cancer. What sign is she? It's like that water, that Cancer. He's family. And we are family. And family endures. And we are a family that believe in God and forgiveness and believing. I'm getting that sense. Is she Cancer? What
No,
is she?
she's a Libra.
She's the balance of the scale. She's the balance of the scales.
Yes, they're both cardinal signs.
Tell them what cardinal is.
Cardinal's like the start of the season, so therefore they're both like go-getters and initiators. Her being a Libra, she can mentally get things started, and him as a Capricorn, he can physically get
They
projects
work well
started.
together. They work well. They do good business together. And their family is a business. And what I'm getting, it's like a love, but you know how sometimes love is old? It's old, like an old book that's been around for like 100 years. They don't even make pages like that anymore.
No.
And it has an older, not a stinky old, just an old book. I see this is old, and still waters run real deep in this relationship. But she still say he's family. And she still light up with them. Maybe because she still see him as handsome. Let's see what the cards say. Oracle. I see a woman. I see woman. Like I said, she has been dealing with this. Women. I see summer. Make it make sense. This is weird. But I see a woman. I see summer and autumn.
Oh, interesting.
So when I'm thinking of it, when I think of summer and I think of autumn, I'm thinking of seasons. And I'm kind of thinking of what would feminine energy have to deal with seasons?
Maybe the flow, the seasonal changes, or maybe if we think about summer representing water,
Okay,
and autumn representing.
I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The other women, it's like they've been seasonal in his life.
Oh, okay.
Seasonal, like women. There's always been women having to deal with women in this season. Now he's an old man. So now he's not an old man, a mature man. And so now he's like 69 going on 70. And so it's like he's at another season in his life. So it's like now I'm at this season. Is there going to still be women? Because it just seemed like it's seasonal. When you were 65, it was seasonal. When you were 50, you going 45. It's always been seasons. You go, it's just another season. So now we're going through a season. You want to get right with God. You want to get baptized. You want to proclaim to the world. So it's the seasons. And I'm getting that he's fickle, that he's just flow with the flow, like a Sagittarius, adventurous, lost without his wife. Absolutely lost without her. And for that, he loves her. but he's fickle in a way. He's seasonal. He appeared to be stable, but as you see now, he's not stable. You see him all over the place saying things, but he was able to hide when he was younger. But when you get older, your memory don't work as good. You know what I'm saying? And you could see the wear and tear of the things that he say he's slipping. And so we really starting to see who he is. And he feel as though if I get baptized in water, that's going to make it all right. That if I run back to God, God is going to make it all right. I got baptized in water. Maybe that being a minister was something he must have wanted to do when he was younger. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. That's the only way that's what I'm getting. That he's just going back and reliving a dream. It's his heart in it. It's his heart in this, being a minister. Air, fix. So if it's air is fixed, right? Meaning set in your way, meaning not easily to move. So I definitely see air. I see rebellion and reform. I do see that. I see rebellion, reform. I see love and beauty. I see movement. Just trying to make a difference by his life and really ready to turn his life around. He's been thinking about, it's like he really want to turn his life around before it's too late.
Okay.
Am I right about that? Is there anything you want to say? Am I right about that? That's what I'm getting out of the bottom line. Like, I just want to make it all right. I want to make my peace on earth. Like I said, I don't know if he's dealing with some kind of sickness or something happened that make him want to turn his life around, that he feel like he's facing judgment. The shadows, yeah. And like I said, his shadow self, he just trying to fix who he is, who he used to be. He is going through another season where he's purging. I want to turn my life around. I want to be a better person. I want to get right with God. I want to do this. I want to do that. This is where he's at. He want to cast off the old and put on something new and be something presentable to the world. And he want his marriage and he want his children to prosper and grow, but he wants to be a beacon and he wants to be a place where Hollywood can come and get sound advice. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Do you have anything you want to say or add or ask?
No, I think I've gotten all my questions answered.
I think that's two. Is that good enough? Well, that's all I have to say about Denzel. I hope you enjoyed it. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. Please leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to our station, by all means, please subscribe. We could really, really use it. Really, it would really, really help us a lot. And you know what we say? We say, sunflowers.